excited to talk about these topics. So let's jump right in. Hey, Makai,
Yes.
what's your hair routine?
Oh, girl, this is the topic I wanted to get into because this has been plaguing me for a while. So I want to preface this by saying that I only work 2 days a week. Thank you. I only work 2 days a week. However, the job that I have is not the most, como se dice, lucrative. So I'm like just barely able to pay my bills. Barely as in like not really. I am like struggling. I have to gig in between. Anyway, so usually what I will do, I do once a week. I will do once a week wash day and I will do a deep condition, I'll do shampoo condition, deep condition, then I will go in and detangle with aloe vera or aloe vera gel and a little bit of like leave-in detangle, and then I'll do a twist out. Now, sometimes I'll do like a braid, I'll like braid it down. Sometimes I'll do bantu knots. But recently, I've gotten into just doing like basically just doing basically just using like scrunchies. I saw this on TikTok, using scrunchies to basically like just section my hair and extend it, like stretch it all the way out with like two scrunchies basically. So basically, I mean, look, I don't mind playing with my hair. So I'll take a little bit of my hair and then I'll like tie it at the base and then I'll use a scrunchie to like extend it as far as it can go. And then
And
when
then
I take, yeah, and then when it dries, or like when it's not as wet, I take it out and then I like brush it all the way out. And that's how I get like my big like afros when I do. I'll post a couple clips in the chat so you guys can see some of my lovely photos. I'll do like my middle part. I kind of like to call like my cat ears. I've really liked that look recently. But I've been on the fence about whether or not I want to lock my hair or not. I've been like, I used to have locks. I'll post another picture,
did
but
you?
I used to have locks like to my shoulder. But it was high top. It was a high top fade. And I had like the sides
Um,
shaved.
and then you
And
have the that's cute.
yes.
That's real cute.
Thank you. I thought I was eating, and like I really enjoyed that look.
Wait, are those on your Instagram?
I might have taken. I took them down. Those are from high
Uh,
school. Those from high school.
oh, got you.
Yeah,
Got you. Got you.
I did scrub my Instagram when I moved to Chicago, just a
Girl, I
little
should have.
bit.
Too many people have too much access and too much the phone.
No, heavy on that. But no, so I wanted to talk about this because I feel like there's been a lot of conversation online about like how much is too much to be doing with your hair during wash day, how often you should be washing, hair type. There's just been a lot of discourse about like black people hating their natural hair. And I wanted to share my thoughts and I want to hear what you think. First of all, I think that 4C hair is so beautiful and so special. And I feel like I'm very much against the grain in terms of like I don't cut my hair. I will shave my facial hair, but like in terms of the hair on my head, like I don't do my edges. Like my edges are not like cut. My edges have been my edges as long as they've been my edges. And I actually think I look good. Like my edges are pretty neat. They're pretty clean just on their own without any like haircut. Like I haven't been to a barber shop.
Yeah.
I did back. I can say this now because it's over and the episodes haven't aired. I can say this. I did background on a show.
Oh,
And for the show, thank you. And on the
tell me
show,
what it is on camera.
I will tell you what it is on camera. But I did background for a show, and they
Yes,
gave
ma'am.
me a haircut as a part of like it was fine
Like a
with me,
real haircut or like
like a real haircut. They
okay,
gave me a real. I can bleep it out. It was. So I
okay.
was getting they wanted me to do a scene where I was like in a barber shop and I was getting my haircut on camera. And so they actually gave me a haircut like they gave me a real barber gave me a haircut off camera so that when I was on camera an actor could give me a haircut. So that was the last time I'd actually gotten like an off the top of my head haircut. And that was maybe 6 months ago. But before that, I hadn't actually like did a full like cut since I buzzed my hair off in 2020, back when I was in depression era. So I very much am like, my hair is very special to me. I don't want anybody playing in my head. I don't
Yep.
the barbershops can be very anxiety inducing for me, and I don't have the patience to act like I'm straight and act like I want to talk shit about women when I don't. I just don't, that's just never been my tea. I've always
Yep.
been uncomfortable in barbershops, even as a
Yep.
child. I'd
Wait.
literally like I would literally sit there and be mute, and they'd be trying to kiki and talk and be like, "Oh, no, 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 what do you think? What do you think?" I would fall asleep in the chair. Big red flag. I would try to read a book. Like it was, I do not like having people play in my head. So my hair is very important to me. So when I see online black people talking about like, oh, I wish I could just shave it all off and my hair is this and I can't and it's too much and what are the products? The products are this. It's just like, wash your damn hair. Do your damn hairstyle. Like black hair is just so versatile and like, I mean, we can get into the Hollywood of it all and the working as a black actor of it all, but
Models,
I
the
want to hear
icon.
your thoughts about black hair.
I interesting hair journey. I've always liked having bigger, longer hair. That's always been my thing since I was a kid. I should have known I was trans as a kid because all I wanted to was to have hair like this, like naturally. I don't yet, but that's all I wanted. And so going when I went to college in my undergrad, I had this giant fro, and I ended up cutting it off because I was the only person of color in my program, and I was getting really, really tired of the white kids putting their hands in my hair and then me
Mm-mm,
having to redo the app.
mm-mm,
And it was
mm-mm,
almost every single day that some white
mm-mm,
kid would be like, it just looks
mm-mm,
so soft and
mm-mm,
just run
mm-mm,
their fingers through my
mm-mm,
hair. And then I
mm-mm,
had to sit there, as the
mm-mm,
person of color in an all white
mm-mm.
space being like, well, how do I react to this? Because I know that if I steal off and I slap the shit out of this person, I'm going to be in the wrong. I also was at an unhealed place in my life.
You're triggering
So
me
like
right
I was a
now.
little more ghetto at that point.
Ooh,
So like it really was one of those things where I could have swung at any time.
you're
Like,
triggering me right now. I'm about to cry. Like this. Ooh, yeah,
and I got to a point where I was just like, either I'm gonna swing on these people or I'm gonna cut this fucking hair off.
yeah. I
And
hate
so I
that for
got
you.
rid
I'm
of it. And
sorry.
I did the fade for a while. I did a couple of fun things with my hair. It was cool. I changed it up every year. When I transitioned, and actually a little bit before I transitioned, I've been growing my hair out now since like 2019. Excuse me. It's hard, I will admit. I have what I did for a while is I would go to black salons and I would have them wash my hair and then they braid it down and I would just do a bunch of braids. That's what I did for a while to avoid actually doing my hair. And then I started braiding it down for wigs out here. um, I've actually recently started to. I really, really, really want to be able to wear my natural hair. I don't want to wear all the wigs and like they're cute. Like this, listen, this eats, and this is human hair, baby. This is an
This looks
expensive ass
good.
wig.
It looks great.
So I'm not mad at it, but like I'd like to wear my own natural hair. I'd like to. I pulled up a picture actually while you were speaking because it made me think about it. I want my hair to look like this. This has always been what I
Ooh.
want my hair to look like. That curly fro gig.
Yeah.
Like that's
Take a
all
take a
I've ever.
screenshot of that and send it so we can post it for people to see a little more clearly.
Yeah. It's always been. It's a curly fro. I've always wanted a curly fro. I think that
Yeah.
hairstyle is the most beautiful natural hairstyles that a black woman can wear. And I just don't know how to do it. Recently, I've been looking up how to actually wash my hair because I didn't think I was doing it right.
Really?
And again, this goes back to what we were talking about before. A lot of my journey for having longer hair and transitioning and stuff, I've had to do myself. So I didn't
Yeah.
really have a lot of like, I wore fades for a very long time. So I didn't really have
Same.
knowledge on what to do when my hair got longer, right?
Yeah.
And so it had been getting matted. It had been getting
Mm.
tangled. I was doing it in the braids for a while to avoid all that. But when I took it out the braids, it was hard. What I did now, the last time, and it's why I'm able to be in this wig now, because I actually know how to braid a little bit.
Okay.
What I did last time, I watched a few videos of some black women with my type 4C hair, and I watched how they did their routine. So here's what I did. Um, I went to my sink and I washed my hair and I sectioned it off. And then I would take out the sections and I would use my untangling gel and I would run my fingers through to try to get, because it gets curly, to get out all the mats and stuff. Most of it was fine. there was a spot like right here, like
Mhm.
near my scalp, that I had to spend some extra loving on of water, gel, water, gel to get those.
Yeah.
That took me like 10 minutes, just that one little
Yeah.
spot over here.
Yeah.
But then once you get it all out and about and it's all that stuff, then I left the leave-in conditioner in for I think an hour. It probably only needed to be like 30 minutes, but I put it in a little thing and I let it kind of sit for 30 minutes to an hour. Then I went to go take a shower. And then that's when I put the shampoo in and I washed it all while it was still sectioned off, by the way. So when you do
Damn.
that, I section it off because that's how you get to the scalp.
Yeah.
That's what I was struggling with. Is like I would wash the like
The
half of my
ends.
hair getting
Yeah.
down to the scalp I wasn't able to get to. And so sectioning it off, I was able to get in there in the scalp. And it also, allowed me to wash more of the hair without it getting tangled because they're all sectioned off already. So they
Yeah.
don't have time to get tangled at the roots. And then I took that out. I actually used the aloe vera gel. I need to find
Yes.
I need to find a moisturizer. But I use
Yeah.
the aloe vera gel, and then I use that to do little mini braids in those little sections.
Oh,
And
cunt.
so I have these little braids there, and then I was able to use that to put it into a wig, which was a game changer for me. I was like, good. I don't need my hair to look good underneath the wig. I just needed to be able to put the
Exactly.
wig on.
Exactly.
So I was like, I don't have to pay $250 every single time I want to wear a wig. Baby, I'm set. I'll figure out how to style this thing at some point. But when I washed it that particular way, that was probably the cleanest and softest that I
Yeah.
think I felt my hair in like
Wow.
ever, to be honest. But it was a process. That took me 4 hours.
Yeah. That's the other
Started.
thing. Yeah.
I wasn't done until like 3.
When they say wash day, it's a day. Like
It is
that's
a day.
and like that's where I can understand a little bit of the frustration about like the 4C hair of it all. Something I saw, it was like a video of a hair like scientist that I saw on TikTok, but something that they said that I actually kind of helped me reframe it is like most like finer hair, yeah, finer hairstyles, hair textures usually wash their hair like more frequently, so they'll usually wash it like they'll spend like an extra 30 minutes in the shower washing their hair like daily. But because 4C hair can retain more moisture, doesn't need to be as like manipulated as often because it actually can break the strands. Like those, like if a finer hair textured person is washing their hair for 30 minutes a day for a week, and we don't touch our hair all week, that 30 minutes adds up to a 3-hour wash day. So it did kind of put it into perspective for me. So like, you know what, that's true. Like if I can spend less time manipulating it during the week, I can at least spend like the 3, because it takes me from like jumping in the shower, washing my hair to like wrapped up in a bonnet, done everything. It takes me about 3 hours to get it all
It's
done.
a process, but it's our hair, and that's kind
Yeah.
of how I feel.
Yeah.
It's aggravating, but that's our hair, baby. This is
Yeah.
our culture. That's our culture.
Yeah.
This is a part of me. So like, I'm never gonna sit up here and be like, I'm tired of this. I want to cut it off because it is a part of me. It is part of my culture. And honestly, it kind of has its own little personality like me. It's a little hard headed. You leave it alone, it's gonna get sassy. You try to wash her. She wants to wash, but you're gonna have to get in there.
I
and
love
she's
my hair. I love
you
my hair.
manipulate her a little bit, and she's pretty as hell. So I love my hair. I'd wear an afro if I think I have the face for it. My face is rounded out, but like when I wear my full afro right now, it's like it's given a sideshow Bob type situation. And ain't no like
Not Sideshow Bob.
it kind of gives. Listen, it's not doing what I want it to do yet. I tried to do the little curlers the other day because I really want those like little natural curls. So I was like, oh, let me do these curlers. Not my 4C hair. My 4C hair came out the curls looking worse. It looked the exact same. I was like, ooh, poofy. Now, to be fair, the day I tried this was that day out here in Illinois where it was like 100 degrees outside, 102 or something like that.
No, mama, that was a mess.
And humid as fuck. So I don't think there was any chance.
No chance at all.
Stay down in anything, but I was happy, and getting it into those little braids. So I think I think the lazy way to do it is to cut it all off. Although I do think that there are some Black women who have bald who have bald heads who are gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree.
I think of like Black Panther, but there are also like Ayanna Presley is a progressive congressperson who has alopecia, so she's bald. I think of Jada Pinkett Smith. There's another girl on one of the baddies called
But here's
Egypt.
here's the thing I really love about Black people and Black hair specifically is like we can do it all. You know, men, women, non-binary. Like I feel like the expression that we are allowed with our hair, like Black, this is I think this is I've really been like, because I really am like considering relocking my hair. Like I'm like I'm literally like, am I gonna lock my hair before? Okay, so this isn't necessarily tea, but here it is. I'm going to Vegas next week. I'm going for my 25th birthday. Yes, I'll
I'm 25.
depending on when this comes out, I might throw some pictures in the chat, but or in the video. But I'm going to Vegas, and I'm like I locked my hair for I went to Greece last year for a trip through our school. And I locked my hair for that because I was like, I'm gonna be out, it's gonna be hot. I just don't want to like, I want to look good the whole time I'm there, and I just like the idea of locking my hair. And I felt really good when I locked my hair last year. I felt really good, but when I came back, I unlocked it because I was like, it's fine. Like it was like it was like temporary. I just like palm rolled or whatever. So I'm like, I'm really feeling like I want to lock my hair again. But the only thing that's stopping me, there are a few things. Headshots. Also, just like I feel like it definitely changes your vibe. It changes your essence.
A little bit.
What do you go for? Like, what's the vibe? And this is like what the frustration is for me around like the casting and the type and all of that. It's like I feel like and maybe I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in terms of like theater and Hollywood and just working as an actor, but like I feel like there is an undue expectation on Black people to have their hair in a certain way or be presentable or present their hair or aesthetic, their hair in a certain aesthetic. And like one of the things that I love about Black hair is that it's perfect. Like I see people and like, okay, let me say this.
Wake it up.
Because I think it's important. Some Black people look a mess. Some Black people look a mess with their hair, and it's only because they either don't brush it, they don't know how to wash it.
Nappy ass hair out there, we've seen it.
They don't want, and I don't even like nappy. I try to use that kind of word, but like some Black people look a mess. And it's like it's okay. No, because I want to make sure I'm being intentional about what I'm saying.
Yes.
Some Black people have not found their hairstyle, or some Black people have not connected with their hair in such a way that it allows for their innate natural beauty to be shown through in the most clear and authentic way. And I think maybe that they're on a hair journey. Like we're all on a hair journey.
Some of them just don't care, and I don't mean that in like a.
I agree.
I don't even mean that in like a but like it's. I think some of them just don't care, insofar of like they have so many other things going on that their hair is the last thing that they feel like they have to worry about. And I want to hold space for that as well, because I do think that exists. If you're working 40 plus hours a week and you have children that you have to take care of and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to find 4 hours in a day to really do your hair. And are you going to have the energy
every week too? Like
every week? I'm a firm proponent of like wear your natural hair and I don't know, put on a bandana or something like that, or a head, like something like that. And just dress it up a little bit, you don't always just dress it up. If you're going to go in public, like put on a nice white or black bandana, don't do the colors. As a person of color, don't do the colored bandanas, but white,
no,
black.
I do a color bandana. I'm sorry, but I do. I'm mindful. I'm very mindful, but I definitely will throw on a headscarf. A little headscarf moment.
See,
Maybe not a bandana, but a headscarf moment.
See, I used to hang out with a particular crowd, so I have I have it in me now that I'm like, you don't wear these colors because
You got to be
you
careful.
go
But you do have to be
neighborhood
careful.
around the wrong people wearing the wrong color, some shit can go down. So
Yeah.
that's just me.
That's real. No, that's good advice.
But I think that all black hair is beautiful when you do it.
I
think a picked out afro is just as gorgeous as a fade. I really want to get out of the wigs and wear my natural hair. It's just not at a point where I can do it yet. And maybe in a few years I can. Because I feel like it's important to embrace our natural things.
Yeah.
Such as our hair. I feel like I don't know. So growing up, let me not. I was around a particular energy that anytime the black women around me tried to wear their natural hair would bully them so thoroughly that they would either get it straightened, braided, or put back on the wigs.
Yep.
And I would have, I'm trying to be intentional about how I say this. I would have these fights with this individual about it because I just felt like the way that he was speaking was disrespectful to black women and black hair.
Yeah.
When you're comparing the black women in your life trying to do natural hair to like an Aunt Jemima or a Mammy type and just consistently making fun of them. And like, I think at one point I heard buckwheat. I was like, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. You are a black man talking about a black woman's hair like that. You should be supporting her. You should be uplifting her.
Ashamed of yourself for doing that. Like,
and I watch that happen so often.
Yeah.
So often. That I'm at a point where like if my hair was at natural and beautiful like some of these black women, I'd wear it natural too, and I tell them all to kiss my ass. But I recognize that it is hard because there is an incentive structure for them to wear things that look more like this, right? More long, slightly straight. If they want a little curly, the more European, Western civilization type style. Which I mean, yeah, we look good. We eat. Black people have naturally beautiful faces. We can eat at everything, but like. The natural is also gorgeous. And I wish we would stop letting these outside voices convince us that our natural features are unattractive.
Heavy on that.
I wish we would just ignore them.
Yeah.
We don't, and that's my issue. I'm sorry, I'm in another tangent, but
no, you're
right.
Our
natural features, like our face, the way our bodies are built, whether it be height, thigh size, butts, our facial structures, our hair. No matter what it is, we focus so much on what these people have to say about us, about how these people comment on us. Mm-hmm. And I wish as a culture, we would put the middle finger up and be like, bitch, you don't have to think I'm cute. I think I'm cute. I do. And sitting out there as a trans woman, I think is the best way to practice what I preach. Because there are a lot of people, even black people, who will stare at me out in public every day with my natural hair, with the wig, or whatever. They may not think I'm cute. They may not think I'm attractive. But like, I'm like, I don't care what you think. I think I'm cute. I think I'm attractive. I love my natural hair. I love my wigs. You're not going to bring me down because you're uninventive. And I just or because you have cultural blind spots and biases. You're not going to bring me down. That sounds like you got work to do. I love me. And I see, especially in black women's spaces, that they do try to be like, I love me. Yeah. So fuck y'all. And I wish that was a full culture thing for everybody to just stop looking for approval from somebody else and just get that approval with yourself.
Hell yeah. I agree. Well, you know what? I think we should take a break because that just, that's a lot. And I think we as a community have a lot of work to do in terms of like our own validation and not looking to other communities to validate us.
Hey y'all! Thank you so much for watching our video. If you had fun with us today, don't be shy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And tune in every Friday at 5 p.m. for our full episodes. Have a good day, and remember to see the world with a little more cop. And remember to see the world with a